Hey y'all, today I wanted to talk about homeless shelters and I wanted to talk about homeless programs. Well, I just want to talk a little bit about it, but I want to talk about the reality of homeless shelters and I want to talk about the reality of these homeless programs, these programs that are supposed to be helping the people that are actually in need and things of that sort. A lot of the people that are in these positions, that like the staff members that are supposed to be the ones to operate these programs and these shelters in general, a lot of these people are not good people. A lot of these people, like, I could say for myself, the reason why I ended up having to be in programs and having to live in shelters is because I escaped an abusive situation. It may not have been domestic violence or anything like that, but it was still abusive. It was abusive to the point that I had to leave in order to save myself, because me still being there would have been detrimental to me, my health, my mental health, my spirit, my goals, etc., etc. It was just really detrimental to me. It was an abusive type of situation. Yes, it was rare. Yes, it was flexible. Yes, I may not have been experiencing domestic violence, but it still was an abusive situation that I had to flee from. So, however, I am a victim of abuse. And at me as a victim of abuse, trying to escape that, having the courage to go, like, get away from that, and then going to these programs and going to these shelters and things of that sort. It was like moving from one hell to another hell. These staff members were abusive. A lot of the people were abusive. It's not all of them, but it was a majority of them that were abusive. And it was just sad. It's sad how people kick you down when you're in your most vulnerable state. And that's what a lot of these programs do. They don't really help people. They're like on a power trip. A lot of them be on a power trip. And then it's sad because they be competing with people that are in need. They be trying to hold resources back from people that are in need because they don't want them to succeed. They don't want them to be successful because they're miserable. I've heard stories of like people stealing, like the freaking staff members be taking like the stuff that's supposed to be going to the residents. If we getting good shampoo, we getting good food, we getting good this and that, they take it for themselves. Maybe they can't afford these things on their own, but that's not our fault, because the government is giving fundings to these shelters and these programs to help us, not to help them. They're paying them to help us, but these people are taking resources, taking food out of our mouth, taking things away from us for their own selfish gain. On top of that, they be competing with us. Y'all, I can't tell you the amount of times the people that try to block opportunities for me, like these staff members that be trying to block opportunities for me just because they envious and jealous. Like, y'all supposed to be helping me, because like it's like these people be wanting me, like they want to see me get out of character so bad. I'm gonna really tell it to y'all, like the reality of how it is. These people want me to look like the average homeless person, but I don't allow myself to get carried away like that. I take care of myself. I take care of my hygiene. I take care of my health. I take care of myself. I love myself. I'm not gonna let myself go like down bad like that. And that's what they want, to feed their ego so that they can feel superior. They already, like, the only reason that they want to feel superior is because they already feel inferior to you. And they want to make you feel the way that they feel about you. But it's ridiculous, y'all. I can't explain to you the amount of trauma that these people have inflicted on me being in their programs. How they have hindered me being in their programs. How they have sabotaged me being in their programs due to their own jealousy. A lot of these staff members, they are gatekeepers. They pick and choose who they want to help. And if you're intimidating, they don't help you. They don't want to help you. If you have real life goals, if they see you have a bright future and you're going to go further than them, they don't want to help you. Because they're miserable and they're bitter and they're envious. And that has nothing to do with me. But I just want to give y'all the real and the raw about these shelters and these homeless shelters. On top of that, they be preying on these vulnerable people in multiple ways. They prey on them. People don't give about homeless people. They victim blame homeless people for being homeless. Y'all don't realize a lot of those homeless people, they have been victims of witchcraft. They have been victims of abuse. Some of these homeless people, they are veterans. They just couldn't they mentally handle, what they experienced when they was at war and stuff like that. Status means nothing. Because I've been houseless for the past couple of years, experiencing instability, and these people still be jealous of me. These people still be trying to block opportunities for me. These people be older than me, got more money than me, got, in a higher position than me, and still be trying to block me. Always trying to speak fear into my plans. Trying to make me live a mediocre life like them when I'm not meant to live a mediocre life. God didn't create me that way. God created me to experience abundance and luxury every day. These people be on power trips, and it's not right. Humans are fickle creatures. The human ego is ridiculous. People just want their ego brushed. And people have small egos. Some people ego is so small, they don't want to see you shine. A lot of these homeless programs are not good. They're not okay. They are discriminative. They are not fair. They are biased. They help who they want to help. But if you like a real life person with real goals, they make it extremely hard for you. On top of that, these homeless shelters be dirty. Dirty AF. On top of that, when I was staying in shelters, I had program managers asking me for rides. Like I'm down bad and people still be asking me for On top of that, some of these staff members just be having the most horrible attitudes ever. Bad customer service all around. What are you in this job for? If you don't like humans, why are you in a job where you actually have to care for humans? Why? Because the pay is good? It's not really about the pay, though. The pay may be good, but you are ruining people's lives. These are people's lives that are at hand. You are ruining people's lives every day because you are in a position that you are not supposed to be in. You are harming people. You are hurting people. And they think that they can get away with it. Because, you're just a homeless person. Who gonna listen to you? You're homeless. You don't have money. You don't even have a home. You have nothing. We can do whatever we want with you. Nobody's gonna care. That's the mindset of these people. So, I just want to come on here and I want to give y'all the real and the raw about what goes on in the homeless shelters and these programs too. It's not all bad. They do help out people. However, a lot of them have horrible staff members who are completely biased with weak egos. They can't stand to see you happy. They can't stand to see you shine. Some of them was like envious of me. Like, okay, so like one of the workers, right? She gave me a compliment. Cause like sometimes I be wearing crop tops. So she gave me a compliment like, oh, I like your body, I could never wear a crop top like that. That's what she said. And I don't like when people give me compliments like that. Like it feels backhanded, because why do you have to put yourself down in order to give me a compliment? Like even when I remember I cut all my hair off and they was like, oh my gosh, I really love your hair. I could never look good with my hair cut like that, But I always reaffirm people and I tell them, yes, you can. Like, it's not about what you have. It's about how you wear it. It's how you wear it. It's the energy you carry. It's not about nothing else. It's about your confidence. The most beautiful thing that you can have is confidence. Confidence will make anything look good on you. So I reaffirm it to them, but they still be insecure. And that's not my problem if people ain't comfortable with their body. They shouldn't be trying to judge me and come after me because I'm comfortable with myself after years of not being comfortable with myself. Y'all don't know how hard I had to fight for my happiness and my confidence. And now that I got it, people trying to take it away from me. So after that, there was just like a lot of tension, because it was two of the workers. And one of the workers that I didn't say nothing about, she been the main person that been terrorizing me for months. This lady yelled at me, y'all, over a mistake that she made and made it my problem. Like, they was just, like, they just be stumping on people in their most vulnerable state. And to me, that's evil. That is evil. You see people true colors when you don't got nothing. I like that. I like that. I only talk about things online when I feel called to talk about it. Like, you know, like sometimes I don't talk about things while I'm going through them because I don't want any interferences or hindrances, because that has happened to me a lot. Like, for example, if I tell somebody about a job opportunity, I won't get the job opportunity because they be throwing an evil eye on me. If I tell somebody my plans, you know, like if I be like, oh, I'm gonna move out of the country, all of a sudden, you know, my plans start to fail. So that's why I have learned the importance of moving in silence, because the evil eye is real. People will watch you. People will be all up in your business to try to see what they can gather off of you to try to sabotage it. But it's never gonna work because I got God covering all over my life. And they don't. I got real life guardian angels, and they don't. Well, they do, but because they choose to be evil, their guardian angels aren't protecting them and now are protecting me. But yeah, y'all, so when I first started in the program, I was working this job, and I had to Uber just to go to work because I had to get rid of my car last year because my radiator had a leakage in it. And you know, I was bumping heads with family, so I just had to sell my car, and I had to get on because it was too toxic and it was too abusive. So yeah, I've been without a car, but I still been getting around. But it has been hard. It has been challenging, but because I never been without a car for this long. I've been having a car since I was a teenager. So yeah, so because I'm Ubering back and forth to work just to make money, like I gotta pay money to make money, and the Ubers, they weren't cheap. I was spending $60 to $80 a day just to go to work. $60 to $80 to make probably like 170 a day. That leaves me with approximately $200 at the end of the week. It wasn't benefiting me at the end of the week because I didn't really have much money left over, because most of my money was going to transportation. So I was asking them for assistance with transportation, and you know, they just really weren't helping me. They have not helped me at all. They have helped me with little things, you know, basic things. But as far as like genuinely helping me, they have not done so. I even had the lady that I just told you guys about, when I was asking her for transportation assistance, because sometimes she don't be here. Sometimes she just always be out of the office. That's how the last person was in my other program, always out of the office, leaving me to do things on my own, by myself. So because she wasn't here, her colleague had to step in and do her job for her. So her colleague was the one that came in and assisted me with transportation, work related. And so when her colleague stepped in and then she came back into the office, she gonna tell me, oh yeah, I made a big fuss in the office too because I wanted that assistance to go to another one of my clients. And then I bring up these things like, you know, like that's not cool. You know, I'm bringing my concerns up to these people and they don't do nothing about it. They make it seem like I'm just too aggressive or something when my reaction is valid. These people are ridiculous. I had to get the government involved just for them to act right, just for them to treat me how I was supposed to be treated from the get-go. That shows that a lot of them are abusive. Because why did I have to get the government involved in order for them to treat me how they were supposed to treat me from the get-go? I had to go all the way to the higher up just to be treated how it's been supposed to be treated from the get-go. That shows they don't value people. They don't value humanity. They only care about money. They only care about status. They only care about titles. You ain't taking that with you in the afterlife. What are you so worried about these things for? All that matters is your character, who you are, and what you have, which is really love. Do you have love in your life? Obviously, some of these people don't. That's why they're so wicked like this. They tried to take my voice from me. They tried to make me feel powerless, voiceless. I've been fighting with these people for the last couple of months, and it has drained my energy completely. It wasn't only this organization. It's been multiple organizations I've been fighting. This shit has been draining. These people want me to be down bad so bad. It's not all of them. It's not the whole organization. It's just the ones in the organization that have access to me and that have a little power to be able to attempt to make changes in my life. It's not the whole organization as a total. It's just the abusers and the enablers. And then when I address these things, when I'm like, you did say that, she trying to say like, I never said that to you. You must have got my words wrong. I know what the said. Don't play with me. This is how they treat humans.